Hi team, this is my next video from the Introduction to Linux, Managing Processes and System Service topics. And in this video I would like to continue looking at the Systemctl. One of the core purposes of Systemctl is to manage services. This is done by using Systemctl command. With Systemctl we can manually start, stop and restart services. These changes do not survive a reboot. In order to fix this, we can enable, disable, mask or unmask services. Enabling and disabling control whether the service starts automatically at reboot. Masking keeps the service from starting either manually or automatically. These changes will survive reboot. Let's take a look at our terminal. First, let's get a list of all service unit files. Let's type in Systemctl list dash unit dash files space dash t space service. Let's pick the ATD service since it's enabled. Press Q to quit. And then let's get the status using the status command. Let's type in Systemctl status ATD. We can see that the program is running. Now let's shut down the ATD servers. We will need to elevate privileges to do this using sudo command. Press Q to get out of here. And then let's type in sudo systemctl stop ATD. Sudo ctl stop ATD. Since we did not get any confirmation back, let's check the status of it again. Bring command line back and hit enter. We can see that the status is inactive or dead. Notice that it's enabled but not running. Because it's not running, it will not show up at the output of the list unit command. List units shows all the servers that are currently in memory, including services that were active but failed. Now let's start the ATD service back up again using the start sub command. Let's type in sudo systemctl start ATD. And once again, we didn't get any output, so let's verify it with the status. And we see it's back again, active and running. To restart the service, we can use systemctl restart command. This will shut down the service and then start it back up again. Let's type in sudo systemctl restart ATD. Sudo systemctl start ATD. Restart ATD. Okay. This really isn't a difference between doing this and doing a stop followed by a start, but it actually saves the time. If you want to have a quick yes or no on wherever service is running or not, you can use the isActive conditional subcommand. Let's type in systemctl space isActive space ATD, and it simply gives us an output that command is active. You can also check to see if it has failed by bringing the same line back and replacing active with failed. It's still active. There's also a subcommand for checking if the service is enabled. We can bring the same line back again and replace it with the word enabled. And we see it's enabled. Sometimes we need to replace a service with another one. Or perhaps we just don't want the service to run. And a good example of this will be DHCP server. Often you don't want anyone to accidentally start a DHCP server in a network that already has one. In this situation, it might be desirable to restrict a service from running either automatically or manually. Systemctl allows us to do this with the mask command. Let's type in sudo systemctl mask atd. We see that the symlink was created, and then let's type now let's test this functionality and try to start the ATD service manually. Let's type in sudo systemctl start ATD, and we see that the service has been masked. If in the future we change our mind and want the service to run, we can unmask it the same way. So let's bring our command back and simply place unmask instead of mask. And let's try to start the service again. And now we were successful. Using the systemctl command, we can enable and disable service for auto start. We can also start, stop, and restart them manually. And lastly, we can mask them so they cannot be started at all. Thank you very much. This is all from this video.